way. Casey Murphy conceded so late on in the last game, so that one has to be put to the side. But I think we know how formidable they can be at home. I think Julia Grosso getting her first goal in NWSL last week will bode well, but they have to find Lumila the ball.
And that is Manaka Matsukubo, who Shawnee has described as a pure footballer. And the ball is kicked into play. The North Carolina Courage and the Chicago Stars going in midfield as well as the back line. Well anticipated by O'Sullivan. Manaka wants a through ball. She gets it. Manaka from an acute angle saved. Into action.
Good save from Alyssa there. I think Manaka in this moment, it was an acute angle. It was difficult for her to get it on frame, but I spoke about these things happening with Denise O'Sullivan. It was a fantastic ball through. Manaka was actually looking to make sure one of her teammates wasn't there to be able to play it square. In this moment here, she has a little look. It's a cute angle.
Ball swung in, met at the near post. Collected by Sanchez. Streaking down the blind side was Manaka once again. A sub in that one, just wide.
To get it on frame. But I think, you know, like I said, there's a lot of high hopes for Jaden Shaw in this team.
Sanchez driving forward, rifling a shot, pushed away by Nair. Lucy with a rebound blocked. Manaka. Back to Lucy. Lucy has a shot, it's an awkward one. Parried away into danger. Stop quickest to it, not to be booked.
Yeah, this is a great strike from Tyler Lucy. He kind of dipped last minute. It was difficult for Alyssa Nair because at one point...
Well, that's it for the first 45. Goose eggs on the scoreboard. I would say not for the lack of trying, but I'd be lying. The ball kicked back into play. It's 0-0 between the North Carolina Courage and the Chicago Stars. Not too much in terms of goal mouth action. Bell. Groom, Ludmila wide open on this left side. Here is the Brazilian, Ludmila. What can she do here? Ludmila with a strike. That was somewhat disappointing.
I'm not seeing that at all, and I think Jamise Joseph of the Chicago Stars will come into this game at some point and make a real impact.
Sullivan to Manaka. Manaka! Deadlock broken in Cary, North Carolina. A bang-bang play. The ball toe poked in by the Japanese international, her first of the campaign.
And look what can happen when she gets the service. It's a really good little ball. They get quite fortunate in the end, but I love that ball on the outside of the foot. It was almost like Manaka hit it on the outside of her foot as well. Maitane, you can see they tried to bite just a little bit. It was Franklin in the end. And this is a great finish. Great finish from Manaka. Lovely little ball on the outside of the foot for both of them. Great finish from Manaka. Excellent goal.
Speared through the... Denise O'Sullivan with the assist. That's her 11th. We'll hold that thought. Here's Ludmila. She's clean on through. Ludmila stays on our feet. Ludmila, big save from Casey Murphy.
Ludmila is so good. This is how she got one of her goals against BFC. The composure, the power, the strength, the tenacity, and the execution. She does everything right here. It's a great save from Casey Murphy. Fantastic.
Reclaimed by North Carolina. Sanchez curls one. Bell got a nick on that ball. Grosso. Groom.
I think they were about to fight off a lot of people that would have loved to have Jaden Shaw as well on their team. Young player.
Staub making inroads. This one falls to Ludmila. Ludmila! Straight up Murphy! A second chance! And something has been whistled here, perhaps a penalty, as Casey Murphy extended her left leg and she's booked, so it is a spot kick. Here's another look. I think you're right.
It's a penalty.
100%.
It's interesting as well because the Chicago Stars team have shifted off the ball. We see this happen a lot, moving the ball, passing it to Shea Groom to then pass it to Ali Stagel, and the referee looks like they're coming over to take a look. Right. The VAR have asked the referee to go over to the monitor because the referee gave the on-field decision, which I think is the correct decision. She makes contact with Lubila. It's a penalty. The referee, I think, made the correct decision on the field of play. So I have no idea where they're asking her to go and check the monitor, because she's made contact with Lubila.
She must have been asked to approach the monitor, but that looks like a clear-cut penalty, and I believe that will be the decision. No penalty. Well, we stand corrected. Only Sam Staub has started more games in a row, 106. So closing in on that mark. Ricochet. Fine. Shinomi, and there's the shot from Manaka. Over the top. Here's Jamise Joseph. Joseph! Offside! Well, she thinks...
For 2 minutes, sorry. That's a great run. I think she runs from behind. It's a great touch, great finish from Jamise Joseph, and that's exactly why they just don't have numbers, though. I mean, Jamise Joseph does so well there. You know, she plays a 1-2. She was the only option available to be Franklin when she played the ball inside. And there just isn't any numbers around the ball. Julia Grosso was out on the right-hand side. You know, the distances were quite big. But Jamise Joseph is certainly having an impact coming into this game.
The throw is North Carolina's. Williams. Shinomi's onside. That's fine for company. Shinomi. Manaka! Oh! Beautifully placed! Add another one to her account.
What a goal this is. It's fantastic play from Shinobi coming in from that right-hand side. I was going to be complimentary. Anderson doesn't do well enough there for me. Malum was dragged out of position because they were on the attack. But look at this finish from Manaka. It's exceptional. No backlift on the ball. Look at that. Only one thing in her mind, and this is an example for any kid that is watching, anyone that's watching. You don't have to always break the net. You know, it's about the power of the ball at times, and it's about the technique you use.
Yet another long throw for Staub. Moved along. Here's Grosso! Lets it rip. Right at Casey Murphy. That one wide, and that is it. Jacqueline Metz whistles this one dead. North Carolina win their third in 4 games.